I know you are aware where I want to be here. That many things have been unfolding here in Kisii in the recent past. Basically, we are in a time of fights and wars in government. Kisii County is in the time of wars in government. Over the last 1.5 years now since we formed the government, myself as deputy to the governor Simbarati, we have lived in a time that doesn't seem to make the county grow. The events of the last few days, the story of the impeachment of the deputy governor of Kisii, who is my son. Of course, those who do not know me, I'm the Honorable Dr. Robert Monda. Impeachment of the deputy governor is simply coming to hide the really happenings of this county. It is appearing like the time the honorable members of parliament from the Kisii region or county, some came to visit me here on a Saturday afternoon. That was perceived to be a thing that a deputy governor should not do. And it was received by my governor in very negative light. So I should not have visitors, I should not have friends because I'm a deputy governor. Unyonga is an ODM with me and the honorable governor. Manduku also was here, is in ODM together with me. Donya is in the Azimio. We had friends from the UDA, the Chief Whip, the Honorable Soro, and the Honorable Chafet Nyakundi from Kitutu Church North, and some handful of MCAs. I live a life, I'm a social being who must be visited in politics or out of politics. Our partnership with the Governor Simba does not have an arrangement where I'll exclude my relatives, my friends, and everyone else out of my life because I'm deputy governor. That became a bad thing. Next, I was invited to a fundraising in Ramasha a few days ago. I went to Ramasha SDA Church, invited by the Honorable Boss Mairura and the area MP, Honorable Daniel Manduku. When we go to that function, it is sin. You can't go to fundraise with people perceived to be enemies to the governor. And the biggest enemy in that function was the CS, Honorable Machogu. This is another sin. I went to another function the next day to fundraise for the Catholic Church at Riatrimba, where the host was Honorable Machogu, the CS himself. While we were there, we gave a contribution. My governor, the Honorable Simbarati, sent his contribution of 100,000. So all of us, including the governor, were in that fundraising. Representatives, when you send anyone, you participated in that fundraising. But that became sin And it is what is being implied to be a reason for impeachment. The next day, Sunday, already people were generating an impeachment motion in Nairobi, where the governor was. They came down to Kisii the next day, Monday. Already MCS, without being explained what the motion was all about, some MCS were already on the signing of the list of people supporting the motion. The next day was a notice of motion to the County Assembly of Kisii. Now, yesterday, you know what it was. There was a mover on the floor who moved the impeachment motion of the Deputy Governor of Kisii. I've seen the grounds now. I remained quiet from the time the notice of motion was given until yesterday when the real accusations were put across on the floor of the House. I now have an idea. As we speak now, the Speaker and the Clerk of the Kisii County Assembly have not been able to serve me with the papers associated with the impeachment. That is a requirement by law. It's not a favor, nor is it that I should go begging for those documents. I should be served. It's law. I am supposed to prepare myself for a response to the accusations. I'm sure you have heard, you are from the media houses, you have heard the kind of debate that has ensued since the troubling yesterday. You have seen the accusations. I want simply to say to you as the Fourth Estate, I'm ready and equal to the issues that are raised. I will respond and have them behind me, all of them. There's nowhere in the country where you will be debating a matter between a brother and a brother in the assembly. If there was anything sensible for the assembly to discuss, I'm saying if I arrest my brother for going into my tree chamber, cut them, split them into timber to sell, I find it is wrong if I carried a panga to cut him. That's unlawful. Arresting him by the police is what is law, so that the law takes its course. Is it afraid that he's innocent or is convicted for the wrongdoing? What is the business of the House of the Kisii County Assembly in such a matter? If anybody was to discuss it, possibly be behind the chiefs, behind the police, it will be the chief and the village elder. Does it require a house for legislation coming to discuss this kind of thing? Who invited them? Who is the petitioner? If there was a petition, I'll wait to see if that petition will be part of the documents that will be handed over to me when the assembly gives me the papers. In all the matters they have raised, there are three. I want to see the petitioners. Who are they and what is the petition? 3, I will tell the House again and tell even the country that if my brother again goes back to those trees and cut more, I will arrest him again and again. It is not the business of the House to manage my life in my home. Their business to do legislation, and if they are doing oversight, let them do oversight according to the procedures laid down by this country, the laws of this country. don't get scared of anything. I've never been labeled with attack. I've never had attack of corruption in my life. It is only this time that is coming into my history. Corruption. I have sufficient answers, and it is the responsibility of the holders of this motion to ensure they have a case to prosecute. I'll only tell you as the Fourth Estate and the Kenyans, the Kisii people at large. I don't have an accusation there that will stand the test of time. This motion has been brought simply to cover the many challenges that we have in this county.